But I'm happy now to invite Mady Novak up to the podium. Mady is a remedial project manager and the interim Portland Harbor team lead for the Environmental Protection Agency. And she's going to come up and share a couple of quick general site updates.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening, all. Really appreciate seeing everyone here. It's a beautiful evening, and I know you have a lot of options on how to spend your time, and really appreciate your engagement here. And thank you, Troy, for that wonderful story and sharing that with us. I'll just share a few quick updates and allow plenty of time for Yakima Nation to update you on their topic. But wanted to let you know and remind you for those of you who might be new, we are in remedial design in Portland Harbor. We have 17 different project areas that are shown on the screen in that dotted red line and making steady progress on those designs. And, okay. And moving forward to showing our progress on those designs. On the left-hand side, you can see the different project areas that we saw circled in the previous slide. And along the top, we're showing different documents that are required as part of the design process. And you can see that in the project areas, we are making steady progress. We have 3 project areas that are in 30% remedial design or better. And so that's really, advancing considerably in the design, where we're seeing, much more refinement and engineering, going from a concept to the engineering aspect of the designs. And then the majority of the projects are, working on the basis of design report, where they're really refining where that remedial action construction is going to take place, and what sort of remedial action we're talking about, where we're talking about dredging or capping or in situ treatment type of work. So really encouraged with the progress that's being made here. A couple of other updates. We have updated the Portland Harbor story map. I think somebody's gonna put that link in the chat for you. And so please feel free to continue to check back on that and also provide any information about updates that you see fit. You may be aware of the Community Impacts Mitigation Plan. We call it the CIM. We requested public input on the outline a while back, and we are incorporating the suggestions that were made and developing a draft and expecting that draft to be put out for public review at around June. So look for that as another opportunity to provide input. And that plan is, it's a living document that'll serve as a guide to enforce and reduce adverse impacts to the community during the construction phase of the remedial action. So that's the Community Impacts Mitigation Plan. So that'll come back around again in June for public comment. And finally, you folks may have been tracking earlier in the year, there was an effort under the Superfund redevelopment program to do a situation assessment that what that is, there were a series of interviews from a lot of folks here tonight about land use and, future land context. And the product of those interviews is a summary document that makes use of all that information and provides recommendations for potential next steps. And we are making progress on that draft and expect to have that out in the next few months for you all to take a look. And that'll have a series of recommendations in it. We are looking to potentially follow up with another phase, and it does look promising that we'll be able to find some funding for that phase, for that follow-up phase. And so we'll keep you updated on that front. So those are the updates. I'm going to segue right over to Yakima Nation, and then if there are questions after they're done, we can take this. Thank you.